Hello, I just got my Mile 22 bag and I wanted to do a short video to show it. I took pictures, but of course you can't always tell really good the full details of the bag. It's definitely something that you have to kind of see. Mwah. You have to see it in person. I love you too, baby girl. You have to see it in person to really see the detail up close. But that, and I probably just have bad lighting and I'm using my phone to take pictures, whatever. So, Mile 22 bags. I won this from a Twitter party like last December, I believe, from Average Mom Wears Capes. Thank you so much for this prize. And it took me a long time to get together what I wanted and get it mailed in. And even after you mail it in, they say 4 to 6 weeks before your delivery and stuff. So I had initially misread the information because they say, you know, 1 or 2, I was thinking a picture bag is what I had in mind the whole time. And when I actually went to mail it is when I really like up closely read all the details, and it had said 1 to 2 pictures. And I was like, oh man, I did up all these pictures to add to my bag, and the thing only says 1 or 2. So I went ahead and sent everything anyways. I sent a bunch of bibs. I couldn't really find the bibs that I really wanted. I don't know if I just don't store them like I used to or what, because all the bibs that I could find, I mean, these are good bibs and everything, but they weren't the ones that I was really kind of hoping for. Like, I can't find the one from my first marathon. It's probably from, I probably just put them somewhere else in my basement and not where all these other ones were. So these are all kind of older ones. I mean, I was happy with those if they had to use them, but so when I sent it, I said, I really just want pictures on the bag, if you can do that. I didn't know if that was possible or not possible. I just went ahead and sent it. So they did use all the pictures that I did up, and they also used some of my ribbons. Like down here, this is one of my race ribbons. Screaming Pumpkin Survivor is one of my race ribbons. This one up here, Illinois Marathon, that's a race ribbon. And down here, my St. Louis, which is kind of neat because St. Louis was my first half. Illinois was my first marathon. And what were the other ones that I used? Oh yeah, iChallenge, yeah. So, I thought I had a Howl, oh, you know what? Howl at the Moon gives out, medals, but their ribbons don't say, because Howl at the Moon was my first ultra. But anyway, so here's an up close look. Now, I will have to say that when the bag is empty, I put a bunch of stuff in here to like fill out the bag. You can't see, I don't know how to explain it. With it empty, and without it pushing on the walls of this, the pictures kind of sink back a little because there's this plastic covering and the pictures are in that sleeve and they're sewn down and whatever. It's not a bad thing. It's just when it's empty, it doesn't have quite the effect. You can't, because the pictures aren't being pushed out. So I did this collage here. This has, I believe, 20 pictures or so. Just a bunch of different collage. These, I used to be a huge Nike fan, and not that I have anything against them, it just doesn't work well with my running, so I had to give up wearing Nikes, but I used to always get custom made Nikes. There's my friend Sarah, who I love so much, and just have good racing memories with her, and there was Warrior Dash, there's the first Screaming Pumpkin we ever did, there I am with Susan, David, and Caleb. Just some good finishing pictures of me there at the marathon. Here I'm actually on the soccer field here. That was during a soccer game when I coached. Me and my friend Susan and whatnot. So just a bunch of different pictures that I put together in a collage. And then I did a collage that you can't see it. You can't. Can you read it? It says, "It doesn't matter what you do or where you go in life. It's who you have beside you." Yeah, you can't see that super good. I guess it didn't turn out as good in the picture as I thought it would be. Some of these, like, oh, if I'd known that it wasn't going to show up quite that good, I wouldn't have chose that coloring or whatever, but you don't really know that till after the fact. But this is a collage for me and my husband, because he's a very important part of my life. And so we've done some racing together. We did our first marathon together. This was us finishing here for the first time. And we don't always race together. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we race and we just do our own thing and we finish at different times, but we're there at the start and together afterwards and stuff. Here's a collage that I did for my first ultra. And again, there's wording down here, but you can't really see it, especially once they put the plastic sleeve over it. You can't really see unless you look at it really close, but that's fine. I mean, if anything, the bag's a little bit more for me than it is anything else. So here's the first ultra that I did. Her name's Carmen Peterson as well. Doesn't really have anything. She's there at the ultra every year, and it's just funny because we have the same name, but I only see her once a year. I have no other contact with her. It's pretty cool. And this is just the group of people that I went with the first time. There's, is he in there? Grey Ghost. I believe he's in that picture. You got on there, Mr. Grey Ghost. Here's my first half marathon. I did a collage for that. My friends Nikki, Sarah, and Elizabeth also ran that race on the same time I did, so just a collage there. So it's, I debated because I sent this off about a month or so before I was hitting all these new PRs and everything, and part of me was like, maybe I should just wait because I could do like a PR thing because these are outdated now. That's an old PR, but there's something to be said, though, I think about this was my first half marathon. On the other side, when we get to my marathon, that was my first marathon. It's drastically changed since then, since I did my very first one. But I was just like, I just have to be okay with that. It's not a reflection of my running now. It was just a reflection of my first marathon. So here on the other side is my big, this is my blog cover page. You probably recognize that. I love that. I don't know. I came up with that. A friend helped me come up with this, though. I came up with the picture. This is an actual trophy of mine that I own. I took the picture myself, but thinking through it with some friends, they're the ones who helped me come up with, she runs everywhere, and like it says, because I run, but even if I don't run, I have 6 kids, and my life is crazy. No matter what, I'm on the go, 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 go. I'm always going somewhere, always running somewhere. So my first marathon, there's pictures of that. And then I run this town. I did a little collage of that. They did kind of cover up. It says Galesburg there, but they had to overlap them. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I was like, oh, if I'd have known that, I would have put Galesburg like down here, and they covered it. But I know it's Galesburg. I run this town. And then again, I didn't have good choice in lettering and font because it says down here, 6-pack mama, want to see my 6-pack. So I should have done that in bolder lettering and where you could see it better. But there's a collage of my 6 children that, see, I'm trying to see, you can't see, that picture of John wasn't that great. I actually realized by doing this, I don't have a lot of really great pictures of my son, John. He's a little stinker though when it comes to pictures. So there's my 6-pack, if you ever want to see my 6-pack. And then of course, absolutely, I had to include my running partner because Angela, she's such a good friend. Even if we're not running, we're always just good friends and accountable to each other for certain things. And we talk about just about literally every single thing when we're together, whether we're watching our girls play volleyball or we're at soccer or at the class. She comes to my Pilates class. Or if we're running and stuff, we just talk about anything and everything. And she's just such a great person and definitely a huge supporter of my running and everything else. So that is my mile 22 bag. I wanted it to be like a synopsis of my running and who I am and everything else. And how can I not, some people do videos and they talk for like 3, 4, 5 minutes and they've managed to say so much in it. And I just think I'm not saying that much and I just 8.5 minutes and I'm still going. So I wanted to show my mile 22 bag. I took some pictures on my phone. I probably just need to get out my, it's just there. Check it out. It's really neat. Personally, I, on my own, probably wouldn't pay out of pocket for something like this. I fully admit, though, I am super cheap, and I just wouldn't splurge on something like this for me. I have plenty of bags here at home that I can use. But I was so excited when I won this, and I definitely will be, this is my new bag. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to see this everywhere with me at all my races, and I'm so glad it's my marathons this weekend. I get to take it with me, and it's big. I can pack a lot of stuff in it. Mile 22 offers tons of different, they have like little shoulder bags, they have the hip bags, they have duffel bags, they have, I guess that's the duffel bag. What's the other word I'm looking for? I don't know, but they have tons of different bags. They even have new diaper bags, little handbags, whatnot, and you don't have to put pictures on it. You can put your race bibs on it and everything else, or your ribbons and whatnot. But I'm very happy and very excited they were able to incorporate all my pictures. I wasn't sure that pictures were able to be sewn on there, but ta-da! They are. So I'm very excited. So thank you, Mile 22, for donating this prize and doing it up for me as I wanted it. And thank you, Average Moms Wear Capes, for the Twitter party that you held last December and gave away these great prizes. And I really appreciate it. And go check out both of those websites. All right. Have a good day. Bye.